Hey, this is Brian Maxwell, the success coach for the generation of change. And I'm coming at you because I recently had, at a seminar I was doing, I was consumed, and this thing has been on my mind big time, and I wanted to share something with you. I was in the class, and when I do these training classes, companies call me up and they say, look, we need some positive, productive people. We want you to come in and train these people to help them to benefit our business, to build our business. And what I found to be so common as of late is that these people that are coming in, I mean, they could be 20, 30, 40, 50. Men, women, it doesn't matter. More and more people are feeling so hopeless and helpless that it's not even funny. I hear more people say, Brian, there's no jobs out here. There are no more opportunities. Nobody's hiring. And I'm here to tell you that's extremely false. There's a tremendous amount of opportunity out here available. But see, what happened is that, you remember back in 2000, 2001, I mean, you can cuss your boss out, flip him the bird, and you can have another job in 5 minutes before you even left. Things were good. So money was flowing, nobody cared. But then in 07 and 08, when that economic downturn happened, companies had to really start looking within and see how they could save money and maintain the companies. And what they found was that many of them were overstaffed with a lot of people who had what I call a sense of entitlement. These are the people who want to know when they can get more money and they want more vacation time. These are the people that say, well, I'll only do more work if they pay me more. These are the type of people who leave right on the dot when it's time to go, get there right when it's time to start, and get upset whenever somebody would ask them to do anything outside of what they felt was in their job description. So what the companies did, they cut them, they let them go. And what they realized is that not only did they maintain the business and increase profits, they realized that they could run efficiently without those people. And unfortunately, many refer to them as bottom feeders. Why? Because that's where they maintain, that's where they stay, at the bottom. And then they blame the world, and they blame the economy, they blame the government, they blame the companies. And folks, I'm here to let you know that's so fake, that's so false. There's a tremendous amount of opportunity out here for the person that wants it. You see, if you sit around and you say, man, why can't anybody give me an opportunity? Why can't anybody give me a chance? At the same time, while you wasting your time Facebooking how you eating a sandwich, tweeting about how you was just at the club last night, when in truth, you should be sitting down taking 2 minutes, 3 minutes out of your day to read a paragraph. I didn't say a page, I didn't say a chapter, I didn't say the book. A paragraph of some positive, motivating, inspiring book on whether it be sales, leadership, how to be a better barber, how to be a better husband, how to be a better wife, whatever it is, something to make you better. You see, your income is directly tied to what goes into your mental Rolodex. And so if you're looking at your bank account and you're saying, man, it's a little thin, I assure you 9 times out of 10, your TV is bigger than your library. You see, that's one of the things I realize with people. They spend more time talking on the cell phone, watching the TV, and doing things that cost them money instead of learning the tools and the secrets of how to make money. Now, I'm coming at you. Now, people look at my lifestyle today. They say, well, Brian, that's easy for you. You travel around the country. You drive a nice car. You live in a nice house and this, that, and the other. It has not always been like that. Let me tell you where I come from. I was born and raised Detroit, Michigan. C student. I graduated in the half of the class that made the top half look good. Went off to college, was more focused on party, girls, and everything, and basketball more than I was on studies. I didn't realize it was student athlete until I lost my scholarship. Now, I was able to regroup, sign with a school, but guess what I did? Broke the one school my parents said not to do, which is went out, started having kids, making a family. So then I was forced to drop out going into my senior year. No formal education, no real skills. I was forced to take those type of positions that people hate. Working for minimum wages, working just enough to be broke, struggling, job jumping, complaining, being negative. Until one day the negativity caught up with me where I was fired, unable to find another job due to lack of skill and ability, and my family was evicted onto the street. My wife and my 3 kids and myself. That was the most humbling experience I've ever been through. I was suicidal. Literally standing with a 9mm to my head in the middle of the living room with the boxes around me that we were being forced to move. We had 3 days, ready to end it. And right there, it's like a divine intervention came over me and said, Brian, you are the reason this happened. You see, many people want to blame everybody else, their parents, their spouses, their jobs, for their mistakes, and that's fake. You have to take control. You have to take ownership of your life. If you keep blaming other people can always be able to step in and be able to affect you mentally. Well, in truth, you control the most dominant aspect of how to transform your life around, which is your attitude. So once I assumed ownership and took control of it, You know, I met a nice gentleman who was able to start referring me to some books. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Wallace Wattles, The Science of Being Rich. I started reading everything I get my hands on. Neil Walsh, everything. Jack Canfield, Bob Proctor, whatever it was. And it created a hunger, and I began to devour everything. But you know what happened? I began to change from the inside out. You see, I hear Les Brown say something. He says it's a Chinese proverb to say, you know, the enemy within, if there's no enemy within, the enemy on the outside can do us no harm. I was my biggest enemy. I was my biggest critic. People on the outside didn't talk negative to me. I did. I always said, well, look, man, I can't do that. Or, you know, getting rich is for the people on TV. I come from Detroit, Michigan. How can I ever, even when I decided I was going to start writing a book, there was so much negativity around me. Who, Brian? You? I even started, man, me? Can I do this? Yes, I can. And did. And so can you. Many times the people that doubt us the most are really trying to help us, but they're your family and your friends, your closest people to you. You see, people like it when you're right there with them because you're not making them realize how they're not stepping up. But the moment you try to elevate, here comes everybody trying to give you that good advice. Oh, don't do this. You know, that don't work. Or, man, I wouldn't do that. Even though they've never tried or done any of it themselves, they don't want you to do it. You have to take ownership of your life and seize control of it. And you have to begin to fill your mental Rolodex up with the necessary tools to create a more positive, productive, and passionate-filled life. If you're somebody that hit that snooze button, that's crazy. How can you want to stay in a dream more than you want to wake up and go and approach the glorious day? That's crazy. How do you even need a clock to wake up? Regardless of what time you went to bed, you should be excited to wake up and go at the day. You get an opportunity to complete the things that you didn't get a chance to complete yesterday. This is the passion that you need. I went from barely earning a living and being evicted to traveling around the country and making a very, very, very nice income. And folks, if I can do it, you can do it. But you have to seize control. You have to take ownership. The time is now. The reason why they call the moment the present is because it truly is a gift bestowed upon us by our divine creator. And remember and know that obstacles are nothing more than seeds of opportunity that have been brilliantly disguised for your development and discovery of just how beautiful and how capable you are of becoming anything you want to be. Start today. Read a paragraph. Read 2 sentences. Read 1 sentence. Just start right now. No excuses. Start right now. My love goes out to you. I wanted to share that. It's going to be a lot more coming from you. I'm on the road right now. I'm in Abilene, Texas. Just came from Baton Rouge. Was in New Jersey before that. Things are great. Loving life. I'm loving you. So, like this video. Share this video. Like this video. Man, let's start instead of sharing videos on people rapping and fighting and doing crazy stuff, let's start sharing things that uplift each other. And what we'll do, we'll create our own generation. I'm in the new age generation. I'm 35 years old. Come with me. Join me on this journey as we become the leaders of tomorrow and step into our greatness. Share this video, like it. I look forward to seeing you at the top. And if you're interested in having me come out to speak with you about developing your sales team or your company or your staff, shoot me a message through Facebook. Again, my name is Brian Maxwell, your success coach for the generation of change, and I'll see you at the top. Peace.